So welcome back to Architects of the West Kingdom. We're here in the third episode, and I'm currently shuffling the scheme cards for the AI because he had his last thing here. So I'm just shuffling those. And it is my turn. So I would need marble, I think. I still need the artist then. I could get myself the labor just to have everything open, or I could get myself the silversmith at the jeweler. I don't think I want to have the pickpocket. But do I go to the silversmith that often? I don't know. Because at some point I want to build the monument, because this gives me, I think, 9 points. And I'm currently a bit behind on points, to be fair. I could also get myself 2 more building cards, but I think I'd rather build something now. I could also work on the cathedral, actually. I don't think I want a betting house, so I could build on the cathedral. Or do I want to get the trader? Maybe let's see. Maybe it's built in the cathedral. So I don't want the betting house here, so I get rid of that. I pay 4 wood. Well, actually, I could do a mixture here. So maybe because I need... Well, I don't think it matters much. These 4 wood to get 1 up. And I get the reward, which is maybe something. Yeah, 2 virtue, which isn't that bad. Because now I could invest them into something nefarious, actually. So let's see what we have here. He goes to this king's storehouse. Yeah, he gets now he gets 3 virtue, which basically puts him at the top, and he just destroys his debts. He doesn't pay it off, he just destroys it. And I think that's what he does always. It's destroying. There's nothing in the I think it is deck that pays that. Maybe it is in the thing. When he takes the guardhouse action, maybe. Okay, so now I could basically now go again. I could go to the black market, which I think is now good. So, because otherwise I would have lost, if I did this earlier, I would have lost the ability then to build on the cathedral, and now I just lose 1. Then I get 2 marble and 2 stone, which is actually quite good for me to get at least some marble now. Unfortunately, I need gold for building the tavern, but I don't need gold to build the monument. And so that's his turn now. He goes to the workshop. So he takes the first card on the top row, which is the pickpocket, which I'm not that mad about. And then he gets a future card in his thing, which is just a guild hall action, and he pays also 2 coins into the tax stand. So what's interesting for her now I could exchange clay 1 for 1 for virtue, which isn't that bad too. Interesting. So now that I have marble, I could actually just continue building on the cathedral. But I need 2 marble, but I don't have the artist yet. And just him getting virtue doesn't matter that much. I just gain 2, which is also not that great. But I get also, if it paid this, it will go up to 9. Which doesn't bring me any point thing. I could, as I said, I could just build the last thing, get the last reward for actually going to the cathedral. Yeah, but getting that artist is at some point a very important thing to do. Or as I said, I could just get the laborer now. Yeah, I mean, I think I go thus. So I pay these 2 basically the general supply. I get 10 again, which is basically 1 in 5 here. And then I get 3 more, and 2 of those 5 go into tax stands. To get myself the acolyte. So I gain a virtue directly for his immediate action, and now whenever I build in the cathedral, I get 2 clay, which I could potentially exchange with in the King's Storehouse if I get the patron if I wanted to. So here's another woodcutter. Yeah, I don't think I need her. It's Constantine's turns. He goes to the workshop. So he removes that, and he removes the swindler, which I don't care. He gets more cards out. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. It would have been nicer beforehand. So whenever there's a black market reset now, or if I take this, if there's a black market reset, I would gain a gold whenever there's nobody of mine in there. And there's also future card going in on the... Did I pay already the 2 things in here? Maybe not. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 2 that go into there. So that's another 10 into tax then currently. Okay, that's interesting. So now I need wood to build the monument. So I go to the forest and get myself 3 wood. It's Constantine's turn. He goes to the black market. So he goes to the middle one. And he just basically adds one of his future schemes to the deck, which is another King's Storehouse. Now this one is a little bit better. So he gets an additional marble. After he gains virtue, he gains an additional marble, which isn't that bad currently because he just gets, yeah. I'm so tempted to get the squire and then try to never, but since I have somebody here, this doesn't benefit me that much. So maybe I just build now the monument. So I go to the guild hall and I build the monument. So I have a stone carver and an artist currently. So I can build that. This costs me 2 wood, 3 stones, and my 2 marble. But this gets me now 9 points at the end of the game. And it also gives me 2 virtue. He also gains 2 virtue, but he basically can destroy depths, which does nothing for him. So yeah, that's 9 points for me with this one action. And now let's see what he does. He does go to the guardhouse. He gets his people back. And I think I could capture some of his actually. if I wanted to. So what's next? So I'm still, so I need gold to build the tavern, which is another 6 points. The palace, I need marble, which is unfortunate. And well, if I get the trader, I could maybe do something. I also want to capture some of his guys, actually. Let's go to the town center, pay 1 into tax, and then just capture these 3 and these 2. And that's his action again. He goes to the king's storehouse, which just gives him 1 virtue, which destroys a card, which does nothing. And I think with this action, I'm going to get a lot of coins here. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 coins exactly. So the reason why I do this is also because if he runs out of meeples or of workers, he just gets them all from the board, even from my thing here, which would be very bad. So I get 10 coins. So that would be bad. So I'd rather do this earlier. I had this in my practice game where I just lost a lot of guys. So I don't want to continue that or want to replicate that again. He goes to the guild hall. So he gets so he goes to the guild hall. He works on the cathedral. And gets, unfortunately, the last thing here, which would have gotten 2 stones, which isn't that great anyway. Now he also gets a marble. And that's it. So now going to the cathedral just gets a virtue. And he has 3 actions left before he gains all his meeples back. So now I'm probably going to get the trader. Yeah, because now I can get a bit better marble. So I get the trader, which costs me so let's turn these into 5 actual coins. So 2 go into here, 2 is paid, and I get 1 over. And I have enough people there so I don't have to pay extra. And let's see what comes out next. It's just a miner that just gives more clay, which I actually don't need. I need gold. Okay, so now it's his turn again. And he just goes to the guild hall. This doesn't just mean he basically just removes a spot on the guild hall. So there's now a black market reset happening because it's that spot. So these go into prison. This is turned over. Okay, this just gives wood. Oh, this gives gold, which is good. And then, because he has more than 3 clearly, he loses a virtue. And he also gains a debt, because he has the most in the prison. And now, for me, I'm running short on workers. So for me, the best thing to do now is to actually go into the town center, pay a coin, and get D3 back and D3 back. And then I could pay another coin to get even more people back, which I'm probably gonna do because I have a lot of money. Do I want to get rid of... wanted to actually get rid of the foresty ones? Yeah, that's not a problem. And again, I can do this on 2 locations, I think. I'm not so sure. I don't know. Let's see, because this is a special rule for 1 to 3 players. Where is the town center? So from up to 2 locations in a single turn with 2 to 3 players, but only from 1 location with 1. I think. Yeah, I think. Yeah. I get to, for every action, for every capture action, I can do this thing. So now I have a little bit more flexibility here, so that's good. So that was my action. I did go to the town center, and now he goes again to the guild hall. Okay, so he's now spurting ahead on that, and he actually builds on the cathedral. Oh boy. He doesn't get anything, but he gains a marble, actually. Question, did they give him a marble? I think I forgot to get him a marble last turn, so he actually has now 5. And if that screws me, so be it. So the palace. This will give me 2 gold, but I need 2 marble to build these. How to get to marble, and he also needs stone. So I think I start to get a quarry to get to stone at first. Then it's his turn again. He goes to the tax stand. Yeah, he clears out the tax stand here. So he goes to the tax stand and clears all that off. He loses 2 virtue from that, but well, and he gains another marble. So what's bad now is next turn he will recapture all of his meeples, so that's why it was good for me to invest early on in that, which is also good because then he doesn't flip any scheme cards, so I can now strategize a bit more. So to build the castle, as I said, I need 2 marble here. So I go once into the King's Storehouse, and since I'm now in the King's Storehouse, I can use this action to get myself a marble for 2 stone instead of 3. So I get a marble here. And then it's his turn, and as I said, he just gains all of his workers. And I think that just ends his action. I don't think he does more than just that. Let me quickly check. So if your opponent starts their turn with no workers, to draw a scheme card and then return all workers and shuffle all discard scheme card into the back. Okay, so what he gets is basically that. So he shuffles these, and he doesn't get an action, which is good. Because again, as I said, now I have a little bit more. I myself have some scheming time. So I think I go again to the quarry to get myself 3 stone now. 2 for the workers and 1 for my stone cutter. So I asked myself if I could maybe get to 12 virtue just to get 3 gold, but I don't think I need that much gold. I'd rather have also some marble just to build on the cathedral, actually. And unfortunately, he gets 12 points just from the cathedral. So that was his. So I took my action for that turn. So now he reveals 1. He goes to the guardhouse. Which basically just puts these into there, and he gains a marble because he did that. Okay, so maybe I should free my people here. Let my people go. Yeah, I get these 4 back, which is, I think, rather wise thing to do, because now he again goes to the guardhouse. So he doesn't free any of his people. He doesn't have captured any of mine. He doesn't free from my capture area, so he just basically does that action twice, which gets him 2 virtue. And there's 6 coin now in the tax stand. Which is basically this action. So as I said, he doesn't he doesn't flip these. Oh, okay, this is destroyed actually. He doesn't flip things, but he basically just gains. Yeah, he basically it's basically a flip. So he gains the virtue, but then he destroys it because he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't care about that because there's no victory condition for him to have a lot of things here. So let's go to the King's Storehouse and let's say I change these two to a marble. So the question is if I do this again. So I have a marble left over for the cathedral. I think I do. So I get another marble. That was my action, and he as his action goes to the workshop. He puts one into the tax stand, then he gets rid of the conspirator. Moves those along. And adds a future scheme card in here, which is another workshop. Black, okay, what? Oh, okay, so the illusionist is interesting. I don't lose wedge anymore if I go to the black market, which is interesting. So then let's, for me, go so I need now wood and stone to finish building that. So let's see if I if I go to no, I think I'd rather go first to the forest, which gives me 2 wood. And then it's his action. He goes to the tax stand, removes all the money. Gains that and loses 2 virtue. Then I'm going to the quarry again and get myself 4 stone. And then it's his turn again. But I think this let's finish that. King's Storehouse. So he gains 1 virtue, and that's it for this episode. We will see us in the next episode. I think it's close to be finished here. But yeah, we will see us next episode when he continues with Architects of the West Kingdom.